Well, no mai haere mai ki Ponsonby. Kia ora and welcome. Woo! We are super excited to have you with us today. Ko Monique Bradley tōku ingoa. My name is Monique Bradley. He kai kōrero aho. I'm a storyteller and most humbled to be the Chief Visionary Officer for TEDx Wynyard Quarter. And it is my very great pleasure to introduce you to our beautiful, talented, amazing, giving team of volunteers here. One who's still about to arrive in the Uber because, you know, Auckland traffic. But I want to take this around the room and introduce you to our amazing team. Over to you, Mr. Roger Clamp.
Kia ora, ko Roger Clamp tōku ingoa. I'm the talent manager and I'll be assisting everybody to be their best selves on the day on the red dot. Kia ora.
Awesome. Over to you, Ruby.
Ko Ruby Hewitt tōku ingoa. I'm Ruby and I am your vision and marketing associate for this event, and I'm in charge of getting the rollout, getting the word out there and being there on the event to be a reporter as well.
Woo! So exciting.
Kia ora, Pete Ward here. I'm the executive producer, so everything that happens on the red dot on the stage or around the stage, everything to do with getting people on and off, videoing everything, getting it all off to TEDx and everything around that front experience, that's my purview. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of these amazing, incredible people get up and have a life-changing experience on the red dot. So
that's what we want.
That's what we want. And this is a pretty extraordinary opportunity. For me, it happened because I woke up in the middle of the night, you know, being a midlife woman, if you know, you know, waking up because I can't sleep going, I'm going to host a TEDx event. I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to pitch and see if I can get a license. And here we are. This was only, I think, 6 months ago when I came up with the idea. We have had an overwhelming amount of submissions come in. The calibre of speakers has been phenomenal. And today we are so super excited. In fact, I've got the goosies because we get to announce, if you haven't been to the website yet, we get to announce the actual official finalised lineup. Now I want to jump to you, Roger, quickly as one of the people who went through the process of seeing the applicants. What has this journey been like as we've been vetting all the applications? And there was tons.
Yeah.
And going through the process of the interview part. What was that process like for you?
For me, after every call, I felt inspired by people who have been doing this for a very long time and some people who are doing it for the very first time. And just that corridor about what is the one idea. A lot of people came with big ideas, which are fantastic, and lots of ideas, but for this particular TEDx, it's really important that you focus on one thing and drill down into that. As you keep on saying, go deeper, don't go wide.
That's it.
And so talking about that message and seeing the lights go on every time we talked about that, people would suddenly go, oh, I've got it.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity. I get it. So exciting.
So exciting. Now, Miss Ruby, I want to jump to you. You encouraged a number of people to give it a go, even if they weren't speakers. Now, you weren't part of the final selection process, which meant that, you know, you did refer a number of people. What is it like now you know the lineup to see some of the people that you said, just give it a go? You've got nothing to lose. You've got everything to gain. What's that now for you to see some of those people that you actively encouraged, they made it? What is that like for you?
It's a really proud feeling, but it takes a lot of guts to first off submit your idea and be prepared to then, number two, share it on a global stage. And it's something that keeps you up at night. It's something you might be ruminating on all the time, and then getting out in front of people, the courage in that is incredible. So I feel incredibly proud.
Yay, awesome. And again, you know, this was a very fair process. There were times where if there might be a conflict of interest, certain members of us might step back from giving opinions. We needed to make sure it was a really fair and robust process. Now, on that line, I know Pete Ward has been our process expert and has basically inhaled all of the data behind the TEDx guidelines. Now, firstly, Pete, I've got two questions for you. Number one is, what does the X stand for?
Thank you, Monique. Yes, the X actually stands for independently run TED events. So basically, you've got TED, which is the body, the governing body of the it's a non-for-profit, and from there down, they license the TED brand through the X, which is the independently run events. Like there's thousands of them happening around the world every single day, like just thousands of them. You go on the TEDx website and you can see a map, and then you can just drill down into your local area, and you actually find out there's just incredible. Like I ended up, by default, I think it sits in America, and so there's so many events happening right across little towns, big towns, little events, big events. It's quite absolutely amazing. So it's been magical. So
it has been magical.
Yep.
Now I wanted to ask you a second question. When it comes to the TEDx guidelines, because a lot of people have said, I've got a great story to tell, I should be on the TEDx stage. Is it just all about the story?
Actually, thank you. Good question, Monique. No, it's not actually about the story at all. It's about this big idea that you have, or it might be a little idea, or it might be a performance. There's several different ways that you can do a TED experience, but we have chosen the big idea, the world-changing idea, the one that rattles the cage, as Roger would say, the idea that nobody's ever thought of before, or such a new take on that idea that it's just mind-blowing. So basically, yes, you can use stories, yes, you can use personal experiences, but it's actually comes back to the idea that matters for people. As you know, the TEDx tagline for TEDx is
ideas worth sharing.
Worth sharing. Yep. Sharing.
Sharing.
We should
I would have got it.
I should know that.
I was just about there, but yeah. Yeah, thank you for the help getting that one.
And
Awesome.
here's the thing, I have to say, real shout out to Pete, because while we are live today, he is also controlling all the camera angles. He's doing a million things. Thank goodness he's been a drummer before, so he is used to all of his arms and legs do different things all at the same time. There are a huge amount of guidelines that we had to adhere to when it came to people's presentations and their pitches. So there's things like no commercial agenda, there's things like no stories of like trauma stories, things to do with depression. There's so many things. When it came to choosing the final people for the final lineup, Roger, how much of that really affected the choices or the recommendations that you made? Because I know Pete dove deeply into all of those guidelines. What were the guidelines that you were operating from?
Well, some people came with those stories, and what I loved about it was, in our corridor, we talked about the kaupapa of the day and how important it was alongside all the rules that we have to adhere to, and then asked people we're talking to go a little bit deeper and think about what that meant for not only for them, but to change someone in the audience, whether it be an individual, whether it be an organisation. What is your story and what does your kaupapa bring to the room to help drive things forward in a different kind of way? And you could see, once again, the lights going on in people's mind. You know, they've had this story and they might have told this story several times, and all of a sudden we're challenging them about what they're saying and how they're saying. But they came to the party. Amazing.
And that's what this process has been about, is hearing those stories, but highlighting to people, this isn't a keynote. It's not a keynote.
No.
It's about an idea. It's much more focused around, similar to going through the master's process and writing a thesis. It's about presenting your idea and then showing us the argument that you've defined that supports that concept or idea. And in this instance, we had a very business-focused kaupapa. So that was our topic that we dove into. And it was that relationship between humanism and innovation, and what does the future of work look like? And that really came out from the fact that, for me, I'm a Wellingtonian. I moved to Auckland because I fell in love with the city. It is my emerald city. If I was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, this is my emerald city. And through COVID, our city was destroyed. You know, the heart of the city kind of disappeared, and it changed. So what can we do collectively to rebuild the city? And the answers that we got were extraordinary.
Yeah.
So greater
And diverse.
than I thought, and so diverse.
Yeah.
So diverse. And I really want to acknowledge anybody who's watching, if you did submit, I really want to acknowledge and honour again the bravery it takes to actually submit, but also to tell us an idea that keeps you awake at night, like this concept kept me awake at night. So I really honour those of you who did find your voice, and if you didn't do it this time, spoiler alert, I'm looking at getting another license. Shout out to TEDx Global. I would love to see another TEDx happening here in Auckland and in other centres around New Zealand. So watch this space and keep connected. Now, I do want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, which in the TEDx world are known as our partners, because we can't make this event happen without them. So firstly, I really want to acknowledge Spaces. Spaces are part of the Regis and the Biz Dojo group, and Spaces have actually come on board to be our event venue partner. So the event is happening at 50 Albert Street in the Spark building. It is a beautiful big space, beautiful big black curtains. It's a perfect corporate environment for an event like this. Now, I want to say a very big thank you also, Ruby, for telling us about your friends, the Optimizers. Tell us about them.
Absolutely. So the Optimizers, they're based in Auckland and they've been boasting for 15 years businesses across New Zealand and Australia. They specialise in the art and science that is visibility online, leveraging AI optimization, search optimization, ad marketing, and just data-driven strategy. They're the outcome agency. So that's the Optimizers in a nutshell.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ruby. I want to say a massive shout out to some media partners as well, Women Thrive magazine, Panic PR as well, and iMagazine, who have all done shout outs and features in all of their publications for TEDx Wynyard Quarter. Kia ora to you. We are so grateful for that visibility. And, Roger, you come from a radio and TV background, so to have the support of Sky Channel 83.
Yeah, I think it's the only community channel in New Zealand.
That's right, the only nationwide one. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so kia ora Sky Channel 83. Welcome, no mai, haere mai.
Oh, beautiful. And what is so cool is they support independent productions and they help people get visibility. So kia ora, Roger, thank you so much for that. And of course, Business and Beyond is one of the powerhouse partners behind this, as well as the Startup Club. So our other team member, Lelaine, who's on her way here now, she'll be able to talk into that amazing support. And massive shout out, food and beverage.
Woo!
So people who buy a VIP ticket, we feed them and water them all day, and we couldn't do that.
All the benefits.
That's right. We couldn't do that without the help of Chef Kevin Blakeman, who has come in and is giving his time to really support us with a beautiful range of food in the VIP breakout room. He's with Beaufort & Co. over on the North Shore. And Anthea non-alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Hello, drink responsibly. We love you guys, love your product. So grateful to have you as part of our event as well. All right, back to the studio. Are we ready, team?
Yeah.
Are we ready to do
ready
the big
as we'll
announcement?
ever be?
All right, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to our incredible, talented, thought-provoking, idea-challenging and inspirational speakers for TEDx Wynyard Quarter 2026. All right, Pete, here we go. First up, congratulations, Sineave Seeley.
Woohoo!
Absolutely brilliant. Massive congrats to Angela Mayer as well. Lance Burdett, amazing speaker, very well known throughout Australasia. The fabulous Miranda Natlin, congratulations. Marty Amos from the Professional Builder, kia ora to you. Deputy Mayor Desley Simpson. Well, that was a little spoiler alert, but yes, surprise, we're bringing her in to speak as well. Congratulations. We've got Nicola Cobell as well. Congratulations to you. Scott Wright, the brand guy.
Kia ora, Scott.
Hey.
Melanie Kerr, the positivity expert.
Yes.
Congratulations to you. Peter Mangan, an AI authority. Congratulations. Claire Feeney, this amazing woman who talks about education. We have Gertrude Matchy, who's coming all the way from Australia.
Oh my goodness.
And we have Senior Constable Brian Ward, QSM and CF. Congratulations, Brian. We also have Alexia Preston coming up from Queenstown. And who else do we have? Simon McDonald. Woo-hoo! Amazing human, and so many diverse stories, diverse topics, and such an amazing range. Oh, how could I forget Jordan Lee Ikipule. But wait, there's more. Tina Katkailea. What is so cool about this incredible range of speakers, and welcome to the studio, Elaine. Welcome
Kia ora.
to you. Kia ora. What you clearly got the memo as well.
Yeah.
We've all got a little bit of white on.
Yeah, I love that for us. We've done a lot of bonding over this preparation for this
We
event.
really have. Clearly,
we're all
in
in sync.
What is amazing about this is the diverse range of speakers we have. So as an example, we've got Senior Constable Brian Ward, who's talking into how we lead. So instead of leading from the front, leading from the centre and being an example, through to Jordan, who is the founder of ASD Dads. So talking about his amazing initiative, changing the lives, not just of children on the autism spectrum, but supporting their families. And of course, if we can support families, they're going to do better in the workplace.
Aye.
So we can see this beautiful connection through into what they've pitched. We've got Lance Burdett, who's well known throughout Australasia as a speaker, and he's actually talking into the importance of emotion. Now, that was a really interesting conversation we had with him, Roger, because we went from oh, thank you, Pete's just reminded me. There's a QR code in the top left corner if you want to scan that and have a look at the list of speakers. But we started out with Lance as an example, talking about emotions and the need to actually share emotions in the workplace.
Yeah.
And that morphed into something that was so much bigger, which is a passion project of yours.
About diversity and
Yeah,
inclusion.
I was even just going,
I was like, what is it? I've got so many passion
Yes.
projects, but we talked about how diversity and inclusion should actually be about taking the word equity and making it emotion, and turning that into DEI. So instead of diversity, equity and inclusion, diversity, emotion and inclusion.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
that's part of, the emotional side is so important for Hauora as well, for well-being. Great. We've got Gertrude, as I mentioned, who's coming across from Australia, and she's talking about the power of supporting people who are on the fringe. And so she's talking about an incredible initiative to support people in the social entrepreneur space, because social entrepreneurship is, of course, part of that future of business and supporting people.
And also challenging everyone in the room to look at how they support other people as well.
Yes, I love that. Marty Amos, who's the CEO and founder of the Professional Builder, is actually coming in to talk about having challenging conversations, because that is a really hard thing to do in the workplace. So we were really excited about that. Nicola Cobell, she's the head of safety, risk and assurance for, and I have to get this right, I'm going to open up her profile, for Whānau Awhina Plunkett. So again, we're talking about people in who support others, and we're really talking into there was things to do with neurodivergence in the workplace and how do we support our people. So amazing presentation that she put together. As mentioned, we've got Melanie Kerr, and she's Melanie Kerr is really well known. She was a TV presenter on Good Morning on TVNZ, and she has also become a celebrant specialising in funerals. And so she shares things to do with resilience through that lens of what she's learnt by supporting people through grief. And it's a beautiful presentation.
Wow.
Tina Kapkailea is talking about the most important type of leadership, which is self-leadership. And you're going to be blown away by that. Claire Feeney, who is a geologist, who's about to embark, I believe, in doing her PhD, is coming in to talk about the power of education within the work environment to change the way that people operate and to really support them. Peter Mangan, as I mentioned, is talking about AI. Alexia Preston. You want to talk about that, don't you?
When it comes to AI, everyone, because there was a lot of submissions about AI.
That's true.
But every submission about AI came back to people, which was really interesting.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It
Every
was
time.
really interesting.
Well, that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like when we're talking about when should you use AI, like, are we going to let it replace people? People want to know if their jobs are at risk. People want to know how it affects kids. Like, it's such a heated topic at the moment.
100%, and that's part of what Scott Wright will be addressing with his presentation.
Yeah.
So he's really talking about how we show up in the workplace, and will AI actually take our jobs? So there's a really contentious, great topic in there as well. We've got Alexia Preston, who's worked in the environment, so life lessons using nature as our teacher. Really beautiful Beautiful, beautiful. So Neve, who is a specialist in executive leadership and diversity, has a really, really beautiful kaupapa about supporting people to be authentic in the workplace. Simon McDonald, who has an incredible story, which we've just been reading about how we change and structure the way that we show up at work, and how we don't become what he calls generation slave.
Ooh.
I know, very contentious topic. And finally, Miranda Napton, she is the national president for BNI New Zealand, and she's actually talking about the power of human connection. So what really got me about all these submissions was just, as you said, how much people were saying, yes, there's innovation in the workplace and we need it and it's part of how we do things better, but you cannot replace human connection. That's pretty fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Humanisation.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, Lelaine, you've just joined us, and people don't really know anything about you yet, but you are both a volunteer, like we all are, but you also are giving your time in the professional sense with your business DC management, so you're an event specialist, and you're in charge of looking after the volunteers. Can you tell us a little bit about you and what you do?
Hello everybody, my name is Elaine de la Cruz, and yeah, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. It's honestly such an honor to be part of TEDx, even as a volunteer. The vision is amazing, and we're very, very lucky to be here. My passion is bringing people together, bringing connection with one another, and this is why that there is such a really, really good alignment between TEDx team and what I do for a living. And happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. It's amazing. And on that note, I really want to acknowledge all of the team who are giving their time. We are all volunteers. I want to acknowledge Roger, and for the people who don't know you, because it's their first time seeing you, you've got a business called Clamp Consulting, Roger Clamp. Tell us a little bit about what you do in that space.
Clamp Consulting, what I love to do is just help people be their best selves, whether that's speaking in any kind of way, interacting with people, and also the empowerment of diversity and inclusion in workplaces.
Yeah, you're big on
really
that.
important to me.
And you've had quite the, I want to say, the whakapapa in the broadcast space. How many years have you been coaching top-line talent in broadcasting?
Probably over 30 years now. Yeah.
Whoa. Woo-hoo. So we are really lucky to have you on board,
Oh, kia ora.
bringing
Thank you. It's very
the
kind.
clarity together into this and really supporting our speakers. So grateful to have you here as well. Now, Ruby, you are part of a really big digital team.
I am.
And we're grateful that you've brought them on board as a partner as well. Tell us about the work you do.
Yeah, so I specialise in AI search and ad visibility. Now, what we do is we help businesses that don't just want to hit that top 3%. As some of you all know the saying, like only 3% of people are actually ready to buy, ready to transact, ready to make that movement. Whereas the other 97%, they're not quite there yet. And it's about understanding that your brand needs to be showing up to that 97% so that when the time comes, you are the obvious choice. You are the obvious choice for those people because you've put in the work to educate them on why you do what you do, how you do it, and why they should absolutely be thrilled to just come aboard of whatever it is that you do. So that's the digital realm. It's complicated, it's data-led, it's crazy sometimes, like watching these little New Zealand brands like go all the way across to Australia and other markets, and we work on some really epic campaigns. Like it's just every day I go in, it's different, and I'm really passionate about getting New Zealand businesses growing.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. Welcome, Ruby. Now I'm going to throw to Pete Ward. Now Pete's often the one who is behind the scenes driving my entire life, helping drive my business and driving the business of so many people. He's got quite an extraordinary story. He's helped me reach more than 200 million people worldwide through digital platforms, and I just want to give him some space and some acknowledgement as well, because while he is helping us do the broadcast today, he's managing multiple social channels, making sure the broadcast is good and changing cameras. Pete, tell us about what you do, because it's so much.
Hello, yes. Thank you, Monique. I have a brand called People TV, which is obvious because that's my name, and the TV bit gives it a little bit away because I help people reach the world. And I work with thought leaders, business leaders who want to be thought leaders who want to get themselves out there. It's about one of my favourite sayings is a rising tide lifts all boats. And that's what I want to do. And that's why I'm involved in TEDx Wynyard Quarter, because what I'm helping to do is put all these incredible, amazing speakers, these thought leaders on stage to share their ideas to actually bring about a better world. So that's kind of why I do what I do. Is I've got a saying on my t-shirt which is, who you are today does not define who you can become tomorrow. And so that's the way I want to live my life, and I want to live my business. That's my motto behind my business. It's like, what can I help someone do differently tomorrow and evolve? You know, business evolution is at the core of everything I'm doing. So I want people to, because if you're running a business and you're the face and voice of your brand, the better business you are, the less stress you have. The better business that you do, the more money that you make. It's not all about money, but money gives you options, and that lets you take a time off over Christmas. You know, it lets you spend time with your family. It lets you spend time with your friends. So a better business running gives you your life back. So that's not my motto, but it's just something I made up right then. So anyway, so there you go. So that's me.
So good. Thanks so much, Pete.
Kia ora, Pete.
Yeah, really, really amazing. And for me, one of the things actually we've said during this process, as we've gone through working with different people in the interviews, is actually saying to them, if your idea isn't something that you would print on a t-shirt and wear, then it's not big enough. So for me, my kaupapa is make your message meaningful. And that's really what I challenge everybody to do. If you've got a story in there, if you've got a message, I want you to keep working on it and keep working on it, and then come back when we do the next round of speakers. I want you to pitch. I want you to be brave and stand up, because you never know when your message, when your idea might change somebody or save somebody else's life. So I really want you to, if you've watched today and you've thought, oh man, that could have been me, or if you submitted and you didn't get through this time, we want you to come back. Oh, hello, Pete. You're right on the camera there. Hello to you. We want you to do it again. We want you to give it another go. We want you to continue to do this. And throughout the year, we will be running other events aside from TEDx as well. We have 8 rounds of Business and Beyond events where we will have speakers coming in. We'll be doing panel discussions. All of those will also be live streamed. So if you know you're moving towards getting to a TEDx level ability as a speaker, then maybe one of those events might be the right event for you. Yeah. So if anything, remember, make your message meaningful and just start. Would that be fair, Tim?
Yeah,
that's
great.
fair.
Yeah.
I had multiple people sort of once submissions closed be like, oh, am I too late? Or I had people who didn't actually submit because they said, oh, I'm probably 6 months off. Oh, I'm not quite ready yet. This is your 12 month plus warning to be ready.
6 months. Yeah,
6 month warning.
Yeah, 100%. And the other thing that I would say too is if you're not sure about your idea, look at what people have done around the world. Have a look when somebody releases a TEDx event or a vision. Have a look at what their kaupapa is if they are going to share one, and think about how your idea actually aligns with the idea or the message or the heart of the kaupapa, because we did have some submissions that had nothing to do with what our focus was for this event.
Yeah, but great stories and great great thoughts.
Amazing. So it's about alignment. So if there isn't any idea of the topic, ask the organisers. You know, is there a theme that you can speak about, and keep refining your message. And as Roger would say many times, if it doesn't rattle the cage, we need to rattle the cage.
We need to rattle the cage.
We need to rattle the cage.
Yeah.
TEDx is about these ideas, but it's also about challenging thinking and challenging the status quo.
Yeah.
And
Movers
it's that one time
shakers.
you can. Hey?
Movers and shakers.
Movers and shakers.
That's the
Movers
one.
and shakers. Well, now that we've done that official... sorry.
I've got a question. Yeah.
Please, go.
So February 13, Wynyard Quarter's on the TEDx website, the little dot. How do people get involved?
What a great question. It's like we've worked in media before. You can probably see the QR code. Oh, there you go. There's a QR code on the screen. This is what the event looks like. You can see it's called Reimagining the Future of Work, where innovation meets humanism. We have an incredible range of speakers. You can check them out on our website. Scan that QR code and go to the website, or head to TEDx Wynyard Quarter 2026. Yes, is that right, Pete?
FEB 2026.wynyardquarter TEDxWynyardQuarter.com, or just go www.TEDxWynyardQuarter.com.
There you go, make it nice and simple. So come and have a look through the range of speakers. There's more information about each of the speakers and the types of things they're talking about. There you go, there's the URL if you're a bit more analog than scanning a QR code. There's information, I believe one of the speakers, Nicola, even has a download for you that you can download, and we will encourage all of our other speakers to do the absolute same. So before we finish up today, team,
Yes.
final thoughts. Are we getting excited about TEDx? What can people expect? And you can also say thank yous and shout outs to anybody you like. I'm going to start with you, Ruby, because we made eye contact.
Oh, beautiful. I love how you do that every single time. I would just like to say that, like, if you're teetering on the edge, like, this event is going to be amazing. It's that feeling that sort of Roger and I talked about on the pod that, you know, when you come back from watching your favorite artist live in concert, it's much better than watching them live in concert on YouTube. So that's a real key takeaway, and there's going to be some incredible people not only speaking but also who are going to be there, and you know, obviously you'll share a common interest. You're there on the day to meet these movers and shakers and change lives.
That's absolutely right. I'm so excited. Now, Lelaine made a really good suggestion when we were in our pre-production stage of this event, suggesting that we need a roving reporter. So you're going to be stepping in this time, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm putting on the reporter hat. You're going to see me floating around, and come and talk to me. Don't be shy.
I love
or
it.
I might come talk to you. We'll see.
Yep, there you go. Now,
Depends on your
Lelaine,
luck.
I know you're going to be flying around everywhere, keeping on top of our beautiful team of volunteers. Do you want to give the Startup Club a bit of a shout out as well, and tell us how you're planning to manage everything?
The Startup Club is amazing. They deserve the world, honestly. They are just awesome people filled with proactive entrepreneurs. I swear, like, I would not want my parents to compare me with any entrepreneurs in that club. They have achieved amazing stuff, and we come together to this event as protectors of human purpose. We do not come here as events. We come here to protect humanity. We come together to protect human connection with one another, and it's just amazing to see how passionate everybody is, and I'm very, very excited to meet everybody on the day.
Yeah, so good. And massive thanks to the Startup Club for volunteering to support all of us throughout the day and making sure everything flies. So, and thank you, Lelaine. Pete, I want to jump to you. Any shout outs or final thoughts as we head into the end part of today's show?
Look, get involved in volunteering. It's amazing. As we said, you know, we're all volunteering for this event, and that's why you'll see our photos on the sponsors page. So basically, we are giving our time. We don't get paid. Nobody's getting paid for that. Sorry, guys, but no, seriously, we all need that. We got into this because we might want to make the world a better place, and so we got involved with TEDx as a brand, because TEDx is actually making the world a better place by sharing ideas that change. So if you ever want to do something really worthwhile, get involved in a big brand that actually changes the world, not just talks about it. So yeah, cool.
Beautiful, Pete. That was a bit of a mic drop, actually. Roger, over to you. What's your final thoughts?
Firstly, thank you for waking up in the middle of the night and having a can I say the word fart? A brain fart.
Yeah, menopause will melt down.
And going, I'm going to do this, and then waking up and remembering you were going to do it and doing it. And so thank you, and thank you for dragging us along on this journey. It's been amazing.
We love being dragged along.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
And lastly, every speaker on stage is going to be so inspirational. As an individual, you'll walk away with so much inspiration and maybe one great idea to take into your life, if not more than one idea.
Of course.
And as an organisation, you will be challenged, as you should be. As an organisation should be challenged on what you do and how you can do better in the world.
So good. And this is why this team is so magnificent. I really have to thank everybody in the team, and I want to thank all of the people who submitted. For those of you who weren't successful this time, this is not a never. This is just a not right now, but and normally I would never use but in a sentence, but I am using it strategically. We want you to come back. We want you to keep going because you never know when it's your right time. How do I know? Because I've done exactly the same myself. I kept on going because my story matters, and so does yours. So in closing today, I really want to say thank you. Congratulations to those who are going to be standing on the red dot on the 13th of February. If you want to be inspired, if you want to grow yourself, grow your mind, and grow your business and your business connections, we would love for you to join us on the 13th of February at 50 Albert Street in the Spark building, in the Spaces, beautiful big space.
Gorgeous.
You're going to love it. You'll meet a bunch of great vendors, suppliers, amazing partners, and you'll probably make a few business connections as well as being inspired by what you see on the stage. So in closing today, thank you so much. Thank you, team. Proud of you all. Thank you for your energy and
Thank you.
input. Oh,
So how do people stay up to date with the lead up to the event, Minnie?
What a great question. You'll see lots of bits and pieces coming out in social media over the coming couple of weeks.
That's right.
Make sure you keep heading to the website. We'll be loading more and more partners into that website as well if you want to know products or brands and businesses and things like that that are involved with this incredible initiative. And look, if you want some FaceTime too, get involved. Come and be one of our partners. We would love to help tell your story too. So if you haven't already clicked that or scanned that QR code, now's your chance. If not, make sure you Google us, look for TEDx Wynyard Quarter, and we will see you on the 13th of February.
That's right.
Engari, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Kia ora, ka kite, mā te wā.
That's us.
Planned.